Hiya.
All right, what are you doing here?
Surprise!
What's going on, Josie?
You got to take the kids for a couple of weeks.
You what?
Go on.
Come on, you two are going to be late.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. If you're supposed to be there for 9 o'clock, that's when you're supposed to be there. Katie, do you want a boiled egg?
Please, Dad, 2 minutes.
OK, I'll set the stopwatch. Sammy, ready to go?
All right, Dad, don't panic. It's the end of term. No one's bothered whether we go in or not. Never mind being a bit late.
I'm bothered and your mother's bothered and she'll ask me if you got there on time. How come Aunt Jeff's always early for school?
Because he plays football before it starts. And anyway, I'm a sixth former now. It's all relative.
What football?
No telling next band's in universe. What do you know?
I only asked her if she wanted a boiled egg.
We've been talking about it inside with Mr. Molyneux. Oh, he's really weird, him. I think he's an alien. You don't know? Of course I do. He's definitely not from this planet. Have you checked his little finger?
Little finger?
Yeah, the invaders. He's great. His first name's Steve and he goes scuba diving. Oh, I told you he was weird. He isn't. Oh, has my little sister got a crush on Steve Molyneux? I have not.
I've been trying to find you.
Yeah, and I've been returning your calls. But as usual, you're never where you should be.
Anyway, we found each other now, so that's all right. I can't stop.
Where are you swanning off to now, then? Hey, Leo, be careful, son. And don't be messing. Shouldn't he be at school?
You'll have to take him.
Hey, listen here, you.
Gemma, go and find your brother. I think your dad's going to lose his temper.
Josie.
You got to have them from this time to about 5 every day for the next week or so.
Oh, have I now? And where are you going to be then?
In court.
Oh, yeah. What the hell have you been up to now? And why are you all dressed up first thing in the morning?
I want to look my best for the judge.
Don't play that, babe.
Look, they've had their breakfast, Gemma's brought some toys with her, and Leo's going to be late if you don't leave in the next 5 minutes.
Hang on a minute, lady.
It's a long time since you called me that, Mick.
Yeah, I meant the term loosely. So what's the story?
Can I stay off school, Dad?
No, you can't, son. I've got a living to earn. Someone's got to pay for your mother's fancy clothes.
Don't worry about me, kid. You didn't pay for this. It's out of your league.
Where's your mother going, Leo?
Sending people to jail. Unless she knows them.
You what?
Yeah.
Jury service? You?
Yeah, me. Why not me?
Must be scraping the barrel.
You've never been on jury service, have you?
No, I haven't. All right, all right. So for once you've got a legit reason for dropping the kids on me. But why don't you give me more notice?
Because I couldn't find you. But I think I've given you about twice as much notice as you gave us before you walked out.
How am I going to work?
Hard. Must go. The British legal system's waiting for me so I can get into gear. Here's a kiss. Don't worry about behaving yourself for your dad, kids. Enjoy yourselves. Ta-da!
Have you really had your breakfast?
Yeah. Crisps and pop.
Crisps and pop?
That's all she'll eat first thing.
Is that right? Come on, let's go and find something decent.
Can I stay off school, Dad?
No, you can't.
Mum said.
Yeah, Mum would, wouldn't she?
Who's left the lid off the coffee jar?
It'll be our Jeff.
Oh, would be, wouldn't it? Seeing he's the only one not here.
Does it really matter, Dad, in the grand scheme of things? What are you going on about? 1,000 million stars in the Milky Way. Does it really matter about leaving the lid off one coffee jar?
Yes, it does matter. And it matters about radios being left on when nobody's listening to them, and lights on in empty rooms, and hot water taps left running, and all sorts of things I can't think of at the moment.
That's you leaving the hot taps running. You that's supposed to care so much about the environment and not wasting its natural resources. I never waste water. Oh, you mean you never get a bath? I'm cleaner than you.
Katie, butter the toast.
Mr. Molyneux says he has to go to Wales, Scotland or the Lake District to do any diving. The rivers and all that round here are filthy. Then why don't you clean one up for him then, Miss Environment? And he wouldn't have to travel so far.
Will you two stop fighting?
I have to do a green project for science. Me, Jenny and Siobhan can clean up the river just over the bridge. It's not too far for Mr. Molyneux to inspect it. Take some pictures before we start. Can I borrow your camera tonight, Dad?
We'll see. How old is this, Mr. Molyneux?
Ancient. 22, 23 on the 14th of October.
22? Did he have teachers that young?
Of course they do. I think we were worried too much about age. Yeah, well, he'll always be 10 years older than you, little sister.
22? What can he know, 22?
He knows loads. He's been to college, you know, Dad, and he's always reading dead posh books about the universe and that. He's made me understand about reincarnation, even. Oh, he's really weird.
Teaches religious studies, does he?
No, he's an atheist.
What's that got to do with reincarnation?
With the universe expanding.
Well, I hope he's got planning permission or Harry Cross will try and stop it.
With the universe expanding, it'll one day reach its limit and start to contract.
Yeah, and will you have gone to school by then, do you think?
It'll be in about 6,000 million years, according to Mr. Molyneux. That's when it'll start to contract and rush into itself. Back to the Big Bang, what started it all.
And what has that got to do with reincarnation?
It's simple.
Simple.
Time will run backwards, so we'll all come back as ourselves.
And will we have to have this conversation again in 6,000 million years?
12,000. 6,000 million there and 6,000 million back. It's great. You don't have to worry about death because you keep on coming back as yourself.
I wonder if you have to pay back your insurance policies, but on the return trip going backwards. You start off young when you get older.
Yeah, and we'll all have to be walking backwards and everything.
All be bumping into each other.
And you'll know the endings to all the books and the telly programmes.
I know what you got for your birthday before it even happened.
All right, you can laugh. Mr. Molyneux says there's no knowing what speed we'll go back. If it's a lot faster, we won't have time to notice. We'll just notice when we're going forwards again.
After the Big Bang.
Yeah, it's not quite worked it all out yet. These eggs are boiled.
Why don't you go to school and give him a hand?
Okay.
I'm only taking lessons from little buds, love. But if it were true, you'd remember from the first time round, wouldn't you? That you'd been here before.
Dad,
We'll open it then.
it's private.
Got something to hide, have you?
Will you two stop bickering? I've got a big decision to make here.
What is it?
Whether to take a top-of-the-range Volvo or 50 quid a week for life.
I thought you had to win the competition first.
I'm in the third round already. Haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, but Dad, if you won the car, you'd only be worrying about driving it backwards in 12,000 million years.
Ha ha ha.
School, the pair of you.
Excuse me, love, could you tell us which room Jimmy Corporal in, please?
Yeah, it's just through there.
In that one, yeah? How you doing, mate?
Great. On top of the world, never better. 4 broken ribs, so every time I cough or sneeze, I feel like I'm being knifed. Severe bruising to the groin and legs, so I have to lie in this bed and use a bedpan. One brother dead, and the other not giving 2 sucks about any of it. And Joey Godden walking round town, laughing at us. I'm over the moon, mate.
Look, I do care. Why do you think I'm here, eh? Yeah, I've got you some of these.
Probably to ease your guilty conscience. Yeah, well, I'm not going to let you get away with it that easy, Billy. We both promised. At our Frank's funeral, we promised him that we'd sort out that Joey Godden. And you've let Frank and me down, haven't you, Billy? You've let the family down and all.
Yeah, well, I've got a new family now, and I didn't let them down, did I? Come on, Jimmy, it was a long time ago. The fella served his time. For God's sake, our Frankie was no saint, and you know it.
Frankie was our big brother. He looked after us. Or have you forgotten that, hey?
Of course I haven't. But what's the point of us going to jail for the sake of revenging him, eh?
Honour. That's what it's all about, Billy. He's out there laughing at us, and I'm in here hating. Not just because of what they did to me, but because of what you did to me as well. You really let me down, Billy. You've hurt me as much as them.
Well, I thought I had to do the right thing, right? At the graveside, it seemed like the right thing to promise to sort Godden out. But not now. Time moves on, people change, you know.
You're a coward, Billy. All talk. But when it came down to doing something, you bottled out.
I don't want to fall out with you, all right?
Oh, don't you? Well, it's too late for that now, isn't it? You let me down when I needed you the most.
Yeah? Well, I'm going if you carry on like this, OK?
All right. Well, go then. Go on. And don't bother coming back.
You don't mean that. Look, when has violence ever solved anything, eh? Look, you're angry and you're upset, and I understand that, but you're still my brother. And I don't want you to fall out with me. Yeah, Frankie would look after us, you know. And he'd fight, and he'd make sure we never went short of a few bob. But he did it his way, and you know that. But he was a robber, wasn't he? And a bully. Sometimes he was a bully, and people, you know, decent people, they were frightened of him, and he loved it. I've always tried to sort things out by working for a living, you know, doing something like that. And I know it's not always been the way. It's I've done things I haven't been proud of, but it's been against the grain. But it's not been my way, Jimmy. Yeah, sure, we could jump on Goblin one, like, you know, knock 7 bells out of him, kill him even. But it's not my way, Jimmy. Violence only leads to violence. That's why you're here. Just let go, will you?
We're going to the shops. Do you want anything?
Yeah, you can get us a couple of grand if you're passing the building society.
Okay. Anything else?
Packet of razor blades.
Right you are. Don't worry, I'll take it out of the couple of grand. Oh, I hope that isn't something to delay me.
There's only one way to find out, isn't he?
Sergeant Richardson, CID.
Come in. It's the police. For you. They've been next door.
Sergeant Richardson, CID.